everybody, and welcome to the Conway Arena in Nashua. We're moments away from face-off for what for us will be the first game of the 2019 Conway Arena Holiday Hockey Tournament. Back after a one-year hiatus. Last played in 2017 when Keene won it all. I'm John Collins along with Tom King to set this first game up for us. There was a game before this, but this is the first Nashua game we're going to do. It's North-Souhegan,
North-Souhegan against Merrimack, John. In the first game, Alvern Milford lost to Hollis Brookline Derryfield, which I think is one of the better teams in the tournament, 8-1. The game was not close. It was 3-0 after the first half. We are playing 20-minute halves. Okay, what happened was back in the spring and the summer, the hockey parents said, hey, look, we don't want to go to Keene for another tournament like we did last year. We want to have it back in Nashua. What can we do? They went to the administration. They went to talk to Lisa Gingras. They talked to the arena, the whole bit. They did a great organizing job. And, one of the administration's things was, okay, well, you've got to take care of it. You've got to organize it. They didn't have anybody to really push for it a year ago. So they do now. And we have a tournament, 6 teams. All right, we've got 2 of the better ones here, North-Souhegan and Merrimack. North-Souhegan comes into this playing 2 regular season games. They are 0-1-1, a tie with Bishop Brady at 3-3, and a 4-3 loss to Pinkerton. So they were in that game against Pinkerton, which you've never been able to say about that program since they merged with Souhegan.
Encouraging.
Very encouraging. Merrimack lost 4-3 to Goffstown. They've got a player who's our reigning Telegraph Player of the Year, Zach Steimling, number 20. Look for him. He's one of their better scorers. He's a leader on this team. Also in goal for them, and I think he's here today, is Ben Hardy. He's one of he was one of the best goalies I saw a year ago. And so Merrimack, to me, on paper, there's Ben Hardy right now as he skates towards the net. On paper, Merrimack, to me, seems to be the team with the biggest pedigree. In other words, they were a semifinalist in Division II last year. North-Souhegan, on the other hand, they looked very good against Bishop Brady, John, down 2-0, came back to take a 3-2 lead, ended up giving up a fluke tying goal, a trickler over the line with 12.3 seconds left to put the game in overtime in the last game they played here at Conway Arena. Colin Douglas has been their netminder. We'll see if he starts today. They have a new coach, 4th coach in 4 years. Maybe, I think he's going to change the way things are done with this program. Matt Osgood, I think he's a very good coach. So we will see. Dan Beliveau behind the bench for Merrimack. This is his 3rd year on that job. He used to coach Souhegan. He coached Souhegan to a state championship in Division III years ago.
Our cameraman for the tournament is Tim O'Neill. He's to my right. We're at center ice. He just watched North-Souhegan warm up to the left and Merrimack to the right. Bill Thorpe, the public address announcer, about to introduce the 2 teams. And Tom, talk about the other teams in the tournament. What chances do they have?
Well, I think Keene's a very good team. They won this thing 2 years ago, and they had a team that was favored to win the division in Division II. They've got a competitive team this year. They've won 1 game and tied another, so they're going to be tough. I think South Pelham is going to be tough. I think this is probably the only team that, and the final score today showed it, that is kind of building up is Alvern Milford. They're kind of a little bit, they're in D2, but they've got a lot of young players, so they're still trying to build their program up. They lost 8-1 to Hollis Brookline Derryfield. I think they'll have a tough time. They probably won't be in a final. The finals are going to be interesting because it's the top 2 teams of 6 of them.
Yeah.
2 teams are probably going to,
And they only play today and tomorrow.
Right. So you may have more than 1 team with 2-0. The tiebreakers are head-to-head. And then it goes to least penalty minutes, which is the next one.
And how many penalty minutes were in the first game?
Hollis Brookline Derryfield, Zippo.
No penalties
penalty
against
minutes
either team?
Against the other team. So right now, they're the leader in the clubhouse.
It's like the Lady Bing tournament.
No doubt about it.
John Collins, Tom King will be back with the opening face-off for the Conway Holiday Hockey Tournament after this.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps!
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Conway Arena in Nashua, New Hampshire, scene of the 2019 Holiday Tournament. We have 6 teams doing battle on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday following Christmas, which fell on a Wednesday this year. And right now we're looking at North-Souhegan to the left of your screen and Merrimack in the blue unis to the right. It should be a good one. And the face-off won by North-Souhegan as they clear the zone. 2 20-minute halves is how the tournament is formatted for each game. 8-1 was the final, with Hollis Brookline Deerfield defeating Alvern in the opener 8-1. So it's a strong Hollis Brookline Division III team. They're off to a great start already in the 2019-2020 season, and the new year just around the corner, as it always is when we do this holiday tournament. John Collins along with Tom King. Our cameraman is Tim O'Neill. Both teams feeling each other out here in the early going. No shots on goal as yet. That went off the apron to the left of the goaltender. And North-Souhegan is out of the zone. Peter Lennox is the defenseman that cleared it on in. Now Merrimack trying to work it out of their end. Dylan Sadowski up the boards but not out. Kept in at the point by Michael Dodge, the right defenseman. He goes to the far diagonal. Merrimack digs it out with some momentum. Out of his own zone comes Dylan Sadowski. Sadowski over the line but broken up. And possession taken away by North-Souhegan. To center ice it goes. And North-Souhegan now shoots it in. Defensemen have been doing a good job for each team getting back and getting possession. But this time North-Souhegan nearly set up a shot out front. No shots on goal as yet through the first 2 minutes of this one. The first 20-minute period of 2 halves is how they set it up. A lot of ice time here for number 12 for Merrimack, Sadowski, who wings it around the boards before the Tomahawks get a line change. Skating strong near boards, Jason Scott, number 12. Actually, he's number 17. That's Cameron Gagne that shot it in and skated in after it. Hard hit just beyond the blue line. Merrimack takes possession in their own zone. Teams trading possessions a lot here in the early going. Nobody really stringing any passes together as yet. Kyle Dunn, the defenseman, number 13, shot it up the boards but not out. Kept in by Will Dodge, number 9 for North-Souhegan. There's a steal in the offensive zone, trying to weave his way through traffic. Jack Belter with a good opportunity there. Never did get a shot away, though, as he got bumped off the puck in traffic in the low slot. Just about 3 minutes played in the first period. Still looking for that elusive first shot on goal. Tom talking in the pregame about what a quality goaltender Merrimack has in Ben Hardy, and we have yet to see him tested, and the same goes for North-Souhegan's Nelson Hawkins. He has not yet faced a shot on goal either. Around the boards it goes. Kept in. Far point, Joe Pillsbury shoots it up the mid-boards. One of the co-captains, Zach Stemling, the player of the year for Merrimack, centering pass, and it's a good job of holding the fort near side by Nelson Hawkins, as he doesn't even allow a rebound on that trick shot from a impossible angle by Stemling, number 20, a guy to keep an eye on for us and for the North-Souhegan defense, number 20 in blue. Kept in by the Tomahawks. Stemling gets a shot away, and that's midsection. No rebound again from Nelson Hawkins, doing a nice job. Face off to his right once again. First 2 shots on goal, though, coming off the stick of Zach Stemling. Stemling nearly won the face-off and walked right in. He's got a return pass. slapper from the high circle area and goes to the left of the goal. Merrimack getting the best pressure so far in this one. Hawkins had a good sight line to the puck on all of those shots and made the saves look easy. Possession fought for in the corner. Slapper goes wide right of the goal. Cody Booth let that one go. Kind of went off the heel of his stick and goes as a miss hit. Behind the net it goes. Cam Higham trying to clear it around the boards, but not out. It's knocked down. Cody Booth from Merrimack. And we are going to have interference called against the Tomahawks. So the first penalty of the tournament, actually. No penalties were called in game one. Will go against the Tomahawks, and to the box will go Dylan Sadowski, who had logged a lot of ice time in the first 4 minutes, but that time he hit one of the players who I believe Dylan thinks had just touched the puck, so he's a little mystified by the interference call, but he gets the 2 minutes nevertheless. So they'll put 2-minute man advantage up there for North-Souhegan. Let's see what they can do with the power play. Puck fought for at the near point. A pair of fives going at it. And apparently there's some sort of a hand pass being called. Puck ends up outside the Merrimack zone. With the puck is Ryan Dankos. Tries to clear it in, but waiting for it there was the Merrimack defense. Good poke check by Kyle Dunn, number 13 in blue. The Tomahawks near defenseman is just casually turning away these North-Souhegan threats on the power play. They really can't get set up. Near side. Ryan Dankos finding Michael Dodge's shot goes wide. Loose puck in front. There's a shot on goal. Save made by Ben Hardy. Just clamped the pads down together. Loose puck in front. The backhander just wide to the right of the goal. That was Michael Dodge who had a chance in front. The wraparound, that puck bounced over Michael Dodge's stick on the nice feed from Jordan Joyle. Jordan Joyle setting up Michael Dodge, and unfortunately a bouncing puck, or Dodge probably would have been able to put that away. We're still scoreless. Good pressure there by North-Souhegan on the power play. Coming close, but no cigar. That thing was just right on its edge as Jordan centered it. Jordan Joyle, excuse me. There's a big snapshot from the point that goes off the shin guards of Evan Roy, number 7, and the clear. Still a good 35 seconds left on the power play for North-Souhegan. Nifty move behind the goal by Peter Lennox as he frees himself up to make a cross-ice pass right on the stick of Jason Scott. Scott's shot saved by Hardy. That's his third on this power play for North-Souhegan. Turning them away one after the other. Good setup here by North-Souhegan. Trying to get a shot, or a shot maker free in front. There's a tip and another save by Ben Hardy. Again, Michael Dodge, the big threat in front of the goal, just try to redirect it past the big, tall Merrimack goaltender, but he was very alert to the play. Even before it hit the stick of Michael Dodge, it looked like he was setting up for the redirect. And no more rebounds forthcoming. 9 seconds left to go in the man advantage for North-Souhegan. In the corner, centering pass. A very nice centering pass at that by Ryan Catalano, but he surprised 2 teammates who had a chance to swat that in on a one-timer, and it appeared that neither teammate saw the pass coming. That's a hole that was let go, a quick kind of you might see a defensive pass interference in football. The little grab there was effective, but Merrimack able to keep it in without getting penalized. Good pad save there. Nelson Hawkins directs the save to the corner, and it's out. Chance for a 2-on-1 here. Number 19 is Jordan Joyle going deep. Has the puck taken away, though, by Joe Pillsbury, the Merrimack defenseman. Fighting at the line, a little bit of a carry there by number 6 for Merrimack. Dominic Carosa's shot saved by Nell Hawkins, and Nelson hangs on. No rebound available for the Tomahawks to pounce on that. We have played just about 7 minutes of hockey here in the opening half of this game. Yes, they divided up into halves in the Conway Holiday Hockey Tournament. A lot of shots on goal for North-Souhegan, not able to put it past Ben Hardy so far. A knockdown in the corner, trying to come up with a shooting opportunity. The Tomahawks, great stick handling display by Zach Stimmeling. There's a shot that was more of a pass into the mid-slot area. North-Souhegan with a chance to break out here, but 3 Tomahawks get back on defense to thwart any threat of a break-in alone. Up the boards and out. David Stafford is number 20 on defense for North-Souhegan. Good steal at center ice by Cam Gagne. Gagne shot, glove save made by Ben Hardy. So a sniper shot there by Cameron Gagne, but Hardy made the save look rather easy with that left-handed glove. And again, no rebound available. Nice pressure by North-Souhegan once again. Up the boards. Tomahawks muscle the Sabre Titans off the puck. Up the boards and out. Co-captain for Merrimack, Joe Pillsbury, pitchforks it back in. And North-Souhegan playing it up the boards niftily, finding his teammate, Jordan Joyle. They work it out of the zone. Skating back for it, number 9 for Merrimack, Alex Lapointe, but that will be an icing call against the North-Souhegan Sabre Titans. So we played 8 minutes, 9 seconds of the first half of this one. And a lot of exciting action on both ends. North-Souhegan has had the most chances on offense. And they have a tough goaltender to beat in Ben Hardy. It's probably going to take something special to get the puck past him. Next best opportunity, Will Dodge gets a shot away, and Hardy directs the long rebound almost out of the zone. Tomahawks on the attack. Good defense, though. Breaks up the play. And back on the attack, Michael Dodge, the shot on goal. Dodge the spinorama, and it's going to be clamped down upon by Ben Hardy. He had the opportunity to keep the play going to his left, but they'll get a line change for both teams. The shots on goal piling up here for North-Souhegan. Ben Hardy's been equal to all of it. Face-off won by the Tomahawks as they come out of their own zone. Lead pass too far for the forward, ends up on the stick of defenseman Peter Lennox, number 14. Played out of the zone, got caught up in the skates of Chris Sweetster. Chris Sweetser, number 3 for the North-Souhegan Sabre Titans. Skating into the corner for Merrimack is Evan Roy, looking to center it. Actually, a drop pass ends up on the opponent's stick. And North-Souhegan with some cool passing under pressure here. Looked like an opportunity to get it out of the zone. With some momentum. Down the ice they go. Jack Belter with the shot that goes past the goaltender to the near boards. The far boards, that is. A heavy check there by Kai Shimp, number 17, levels the North-Souhegan forward. Rister goes wide. Loose puck, Ryan Dankos. That might have been an unassisted goal had it gone, as he pounced on the loose puck just inside the blue line middle and whistled it past Ben Hardy, but off the back boards. Delayed offside. They'll call it off now as Jason Scott was alert to his teammate inside the blue line. Merrimack circling. We played halfway through the first half of this hockey game. So basically, you want to break it into quarters. We played a quarter of the game and no score. That shot by Michael Dodge goes wide.
A lot of chances for North-Souhegan in this one.
Certainly, Tom. And it looks like it's going to take something special to get the puck past Ben Hardy, the Merrimack goaltender. Yeah, piling up the shots on goal are North-Souhegan. Merrimack with another trip into the offensive zone without able to get a shot away on Nelson Hawkins. A loose puck picked up by North-Souhegan, and fanning on it was Will Dodge. And a partial breakout. Good defense, solid.
Now that's
defense.
the one thing you haven't seen any breakaways in this game.
No.
Dan Beliveau is a stickler, the Merrimack head coach, for defense out. That's how he coaches. So in other words, start at the back line and move it all the way down the ice.
Cam Gagne back to get it for South, but Zach Stimling, a fine player, nearly won the 1-on-2 battle there. Sweetser trying to come out of the zone, would have been a 2-on-1 for North-Souhegan. Now he's got another chance as he picks up the loose puck. Chris Sweetser's shot might have went off the netting to the left of Ben Hardy. The puck pops up in the air, and the cool and calm Merrimack goaltender just drops it for a defenseman, and he clears it out. There's a bit of a foot race here, but winning it easily is Peter Lennox as he shoots it up the boards and out. Jack Belter trying to fight his way through a double team. North-Souhegan retaining possession, though. And it looked like Sweetser might have been out of gas there on that pass from Lennox to the middle of the blue line. So we have played just about 12 minutes of the first half, and it's still a scoreless game. 0-0 here at the Conway. Faceoff will come all the way back to the left of Nelson Hawkins.
Two very evenly matched teams. You can tell.
Yeah. Goaltending might make the difference at this point, although I'll tell you what, Nelson Hawkins looks just as good as Ben Hardy. He hasn't had to face as many shots, but formidable presence in the North-Souhegan net. Just like Hardy is for Merrimack. Face off to Hawkins' right, not left. It was right. Face off won by the Tomahawks. They'll just shoot it around the boards and down behind the net. First to it is Ryan Danco's up the boards. Poked at. Nice play by Will Dodge. The trailer on ahead to Ryan Ducharme. Ducharme in front. Loose puck. And diving on it is Ben Hardy. Ben Hardy somehow keeps that puck out of his own goal. The net had become dislodged. If you look at the right post, it's off by a few inches. I don't know if that would have affected it if the call by the officials had that puck gone in.
Well, Ben Hardy is one of the better goaltenders. He was a sophomore last year from Merrimack, and he helped carry them into the tournament in the first game in an upset win over Goffstown, and then they went to the semis, and they had a tough time there. But still, Ben Hardy had a great year last year, and there's somebody that they're looking at to carry them.
Michael and Will Dodge, Tom. Number 18
Mike
and
Dodge.
9. I assume they're brothers.
Yes, they are, and they're very effective. You're going to see them in the score sheet a lot this year.
They have really been wreaking havoc in front of the Merrimack goal. They just don't have a goal to show for it, but they have been making life difficult for Ben Hardy since the opening faceoff. And a steal and a save is made by Nelson Hawkins, who had to be Johnny on the spot there, as it was a grave error, nearly a giving up a goal type of error for Merrimack.
Is that Douglas? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's Colin Douglas in goal.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, yep. That's what I thought.
Okay.
He's their number one guy.
All right. So it's number 1. He's wearing number 30, though. So that's how we got messed up on that. Sorry about that. Colin?
I think he had the same number the last time, too, when I saw them play.
Okay. Colin Douglas, the goaltender, not Nelson Hawkins. He was probably the backup, I would assume.
Yeah, there is one other goalie on the bench, but I don't see a number.
Right. Merrimack wins the faceoff. The wrister and a glove save by Douglas. It goes to the backboards.
Yeah, they had one. If Merrimack had had someone on the right side to Douglas's left, they had a goal, because that side was wide open.
Loose puck picked up by Sweetser. Weaving his way through traffic. Broken up, though, momentarily. North-Souhegan retains possession.
Merrimack is going to be trying to be very strong down the middle defensively.
Lennox.
Forced North-Souhegan to shoot and score from the wide sides.
Stimling back-checking all the way to his own blue line.
He's a good hockey player, John. He really is.
Weaving his way through his opponents. Still with it. Stimling going all the way. Goal.
Zach Stimling.
Zach Stimling.
He is the guy we told you before the season to watch out for.
Somehow that trickled through the pads.
Yep. But you know what? He had to make that play for any chance. So all you need to do is get close and put something on the goalie, make the goalie make the play, and that puck trickled in for a goal with 6:18 left to play here in the first half.
Very nicely done by Stimling. That play actually started for him where it ended up. I mean, he back-checked all the way from the offensive zone back to the blue line, stole the puck away, and then I believe that'll be an unassisted goal for the Tomahawks.
No question about it.
Possession fought for Fire Point. Merrimack gets it out. There's a scrum right in front of the Tomahawks bench.
Yeah, unassisted.
Tomahawks keep it in at the point. Now it's out. Poking at it was Ryan Ducharme, number 8. Playing it off the boards and out was Michael Dodge, and behind the Merrimack goal it goes. So 5 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Playing halves in the Holiday Tournament format. Booming check by Dylan Sadowski on Jordan Joyle near boards, but he gets right back up. Only one penalty has been called in this tournament so far. It was an interference, 2 minutes on Merrimack in this game. The first game was played without any penalties. Knocking down the defenseman. Are we going to have a cross-check? Let's see what the call is.
Has to be. Don't you think?
Yep, a cross-checking call. You don't see that called enough in the
No,
NHL,
you don't.
in my opinion. Guys go cross-check across the lower back all the time. But that one would have yielded a break-in all alone.
Exactly, and it's in open ice. It's in open ice where there's no crowd of players to differentiate. So it's an easy call for the official.
So an unfortunate call, too, for North-Souhegan, as that would have been a great goal-scoring chance for Merrimack, and it looked like a good call. Illegal use of the stick to set up the steal and the break-in. So another power play for North-Souhegan.
That's the second penalty now for the Tomahawks. So they have to watch that because it's the top top tiebreaker other than head-to-head.
Chance for North-Souhegan in close. Ben Hardy save, poked at, and is it going to be across the line? No, it is not.
Because the net was dislodged, and that might have nullified any chance of any goal happening.
Yeah, you wonder, like, that would have been a tough call for the officials, whether that was knocked off before or after the shot. Face-off won by North-Souhegan. The Sabre Titans trying to play it deeper near boards. A deflected shot.
Yeah, Hardy had to be quick with that. His better play would have been to just stick poke it to the corner with his, and get it out of there, but he wasn't able to do it. And now almost a trip. They could have called that.
They call it more of a heavy check. Loose puck again. Ben Hardy yielding some rebounds here in goal, and mad scrambles in front. All three forwards for North-Souhegan have had a chance to get a whack at it. Loose pucks in front of the Merrimack goal, but still no goals to show for it. 50 seconds left to go in the power play for North-Souhegan as they keep the pressure on, trying to get the equalizer, down 1-0. To the point it goes. Ryan Danko's shot wide to the right. Puck just sits there for the North-Souhegan to pick up and throw out in front. Back to Danko's, the one-timer. It hits a Merrimack shin guard in front, and they clear it.
Yeah, they did a good job of screening. Now 27 seconds left to play in the penalty. 3:15 remaining in the half.
It might have been number 11, Owen Minor, on the penalty kill for Merrimack, that both blocked the shot off his lower leg and then cleared it. And what do we have? penalty against
Looks like it's going to get North-Souhegan, right?
Yeah.
See who's going out, number 9.
And the indication, I think he made his motion like a charge, Tom. We'll have to wait and see what the public address announcer, Bill Thorpe, tells us, but it looked like he was indicating that perhaps North-Souhegan's player took a run at somebody, and he's hearing it from the coach.
So, John, the question I have is those cookies that are in front of us, did you bake those? Or
are those Bill Thorpe's?
No, I don't know. I have no idea. I thought you baked them.
I don't know where they came from, Tom.
I thought you baked them.
I wish I could say I did. So we're 4-on-4 here for the moment with the call against North-Souhegan. It's even strength. Now Merrimack's got the power play as their man comes out of the box. So
and here we go. Let's see what Merrimack can do with this. If they get a 2-goal advantage, that would be big going into the second half.
And of course, Stimmeling is on the power play.
Oh yeah, he'll be out there the entire 2 minutes, I would imagine, if he can last that long.
Back to the point, loading up. That's right off the shin pads of Jordan Joyle, who just bravely stood there and absorbed. I missed what the
yeah, I did too.
Right off the face mask of the defenseman from Merrimack. Too many men on the ice, so serving the penalty for his team.
Oh, and a hit, and there's going to be another penalty on the Tomahawks.
Wow, Merrimack just can't stay out of the box.
No, and that's bad for them, John, in terms of the tiebreakers, you know. They have an opportunity to win 2 games in this tournament, but they may not make it to the finals because of these 3 penalties in the first half.
Well, there's 6 teams, and if 3 are 2-0, they could be in trouble with that tiebreaker, like you said.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, especially with Hollis Brookline leading in the clubhouse. Talked to Lisa Gingras. She had some interesting things to say about one of the reasons why she made that the top tiebreaker after head-to-head. I'll tell you about it before we go to the period break.
I have imagined that one word will come up, and that may be sportsmanship.
Yep.
But we'll let Tom explain further. Coming up, Merrimack trying to get a 2-goal advantage.
Well, we got a break here, I'll tell you now. If you remember 2 years ago, Coventry, Rhode Island got in a situation in their game where they had some players disqualified. So, and Alvin Milford had the same problem, or when they were Alvin. And then they had a problem in other years. So she did not want this tournament to turn into what it was, she said, 2 years ago. So that's one of the reasons why.
Some sportsmanship incentive.
Yep.
That said, look at this monster battle. It's going to be a penalty against North-Souhegan, just as you talked about.
Oh, my goodness.
The defenseman for North-Souhegan taking liberties, just throwing people to the ice as he does one more time after the whistle. That is Ryan Charest, number 11, that is going to the box. He was just leveling the Merrimack forward in front of the net. And some old-time hockey guys will tell you, hey, he's just the bigger guy and he's getting penalized for it. Both players seem to be going at it, but maybe a cross-check.
So now you've got a 5-on-3.
And the coach for North-Souhegan, Mr. Osgood, doesn't like what he's been seeing as far as the penalties, Tom. Douglas with a nice save here in the opening part of a 5-on-3 power play for Merrimack. A great opportunity for the Tomahawks to open up a bigger lead. The one-timer goal! Nicely done by Merrimack. This goal was scored by Kyle Dunn, who set up on the far face-off dot, and he went one-timer, and Douglas just not able to shift position in time to stop it.
Now you've got a 5-on-3 advantage. Douglas is going to watch everybody on the ice, takes his eye off the puck a little bit, and then all of a sudden one right by him. Just can't follow that motion. It's too quick when you're 5-on-3. There's too many people to worry about that are right on top of you.
Just like the NHL guys do it. They've been watching some pro power plays. There's holding. Interesting. Against the...
well, that was the earlier penalties.
Yeah, the second one. So we had 2 men on the ice and then holding. And the 5-on-3. Circling. shot right in front of the net. I was waiting for the assist on that goal.
Yeah, me
That
too.
was a really nice pass.
Tyler Harris got the goal for Merrimack. Had no assist yet.
Yeah, it was. I have Kyle Dunn got the goal for Merrimack, 13.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Kyle Dunn. We don't know who actually passed it to him, but it was a great pass. It was not Stimling. I remember that. Stimling was on another spot in the zone. But just well done by the Tomahawks. So they're up 2-0 here with 6 seconds remaining in the first half of hockey. We'll put up another 20 minutes up there after the Zamboni gets its work done and see if North-Souhegan can come back in this one. But they got a tremendous amount of chances.
12 with the assist.
Number 12, Dylan Sadowski. He's had a good first half of hockey. Still, what was that, 0.1 second to go?
Yeah, the goal came with 3 seconds left.
Yes.
So Merrimack with a big first period in terms of being able to get their goals on the board with a goal by Steinling and a goal by Dunn to lead 2-0. But they do have 3 penalties in this game. So keep an eye on that in terms of penalty minutes. That's one of the tiebreakers in the tournament. We've played one half here at Conway Arena. The score, Merrimack 2, North-Souhegan nothing. We'll be back with half number 2. No band in between halves. We'll be back with half number 2 right after this.
I got it!
Hi.
Can you help me?
I got it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared. So start now.
Right now?
Right now.
You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Conway Arena. It's Game 1 of the 2019 Conway Arena Holiday Hockey Tournament. John Collins.
Our Game 1.
Yes, good point. Our Game 1, because we saw the end of an 8-1 victory by Hollis Brookline Deerfield? Derryfield, thank you, over Alvern. 8-1. They won the opening tournament game. This is our first game here on Nashua ETV, and there is so much activity going on during this week for all the high school sports. Just about what's it? Salem, the hockey tournament. Salem, Hanover, Manchester, Nashua, and maybe Keene.
Where are you talking about?
How the holiday hockey tournament sites.
Oh, let's see. Keene doesn't have one.
They don't have one.
No, they're here.
Hockey.
They're here.
Yeah.
Manchester has one.
Yeah.
Salem has one. So there's tons of that. Salem has basketball.
Yeah.
Nashua has today going on right now at Nashua North, the girls basketball tournament, and the boys tournament at the Chick-fil-A tournament for both boys and girls. And the girls are starting at North this year, so they didn't have to go early in the morning the day after Christmas. And the boys are at South, and that's all underway.
Immediate
right
chance
now.
off the crossbar for Stimling.
Tell you, you just have to watch where he is at all times.
Right off the opening faceoff, nearly had a goal under 10 seconds in, and unbelievably, that doesn't even count as a shot on goal.
Isn't that amazing?
Off this crossbar.
No kidding, I know it.
I mean,
you know what's interesting, John, in these
crossbar.
games? You know what's interesting in these games, and this happened in the first game too. What's different about this right now as you look out? As we start the second half, what's different than what we would normally see after a period break?
I give up.
They didn't switch sides.
Oh, that's right.
We are looking to our right for
right.
Ben Hardy. We are looking to our left for Colin Douglas.
Oh, great point. Yeah.
And they didn't do it in the first game either.
Okay.
All stayed the same way.
Yep. Keeping their same end zone.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. Very curious. I'd like to know why.
There's no wind in here, so I guess.
I'd like to know why. I'm kind of curious as to why.
Merrimack with another chance here early. The drop pass, a great idea. Stimling could not line up the shot, however. And North-Souhegan gets the puck out of the zone. So
Merrimack almost treating it like a power play with 2 defensemen at the blue line ready to chip in.
yeah, they did right off. And Stimling knocks the defenseman off the puck in front. Shot saved.
Oh, what a save by Douglas. He dove forward and made the big stop.
He got his
Oh,
glove
my
on
goodness, that was a great save.
There was some upper part of the net to shoot at. There's a sprint.
A great stop by Colin Douglas, diving forward.
Faceoff will be back behind the goal.
Merrimack's
to the left.
2 goals, Stimling unassisted, and then Colin Dunn, right? Or Kyle Dunn, and it's 2-0.
So around the boards, and they say kept it in. Lennox has it, and he throws it up the middle. Merrimack puck. Back to get at the defenseman for the Tomahawks. Joe Pillsbury up the boards, but not over the line. Now this is into the North-Souhegan zone. They don't call it icing, although it was beyond the red line when it was tossed in. Steal by the Tomahawks.
It just seems that North-Souhegan's energy, when they had 13 shots on Hardy in that first period, they're tired. They used up a lot of it. It's frustrating.
Yeah, it seems like that as the opening minutes here of the second half of the game belonging to Merrimack, including the shot right off the crossbar 10 seconds in by Stimling. And it does seem to be a bit of listless play here on the part of North-Souhegan.
Yeah, they came out slow.
And we have a delayed penalty, and this is against North-Souhegan.
Yep.
It's going to be
and see, that's
interference.
That's what happens when you're tired and a little frustrated and you're not moving your feet. If you're not moving your feet, you're apt to be making bad penalties against the boards like that one.
So to complicate things further for North-Souhegan after a sluggish start, now they have to play a man down. 5-on-4 advantage for the Tomahawks. 2 minutes into the second half. Already leading 2-0 and trying to add to it. As Stimling sets up shop, just weaving around like Mario Lemieux over there, and he passes it, trying for the one-timer, whiffing was Evan Roy. To the point. Trickles in, taken by Cameron Gagne, but he can't get it out.
And you practice that. You practice the one-timers, but the puck is rolling all the time. Very tough to kind of time it.
Stimling with the puck glued to his stick, setting up shop. Far point. Too hard of a pass to handle for Cody Booth, and went off his stick over the line.
I called holding on that. I would have called tripping, wouldn't you? Knocked him down against the board with the stick.
Yeah, I thought it was interference, but I guess he was grabbing his
wrist. Interference, yep. Look, when there's contact illegally, you can call about 3 different things.
Yes. In a situation like that.
Now, I have to adjust back to this type of hockey. I did a girls' game the other day where there's no checking allowed.
Well, here's Stimling trying to repeat performance when he went the distance from blue line.
And you know what? If
goal line.
Stimling gets a good rush in, I don't worry about what I have to do to stop him. I take another penalty if I have to.
Yeah.
You know?
Right at the end.
Yeah, just stop him. Stop Zach Stimling from beating you.
Douglas secures the save, and there's no rebound. Face off to his right with 48 seconds left in the penalty kill for North-Souhegan, and the man advantage for Merrimack. The Tomahawks would love to get a goal here and open up a 3-goal advantage if they can. Face off won by North-Souhegan, but the puck ends up on Merrimack's stick at the blue line. Number 12 for Merrimack, Dylan Sadowski, in the corner, is going to feed it to the point. Andrew Frothingham back to Sadowski. Shot, it kind of snuck it through a screen, and a good job by Douglas to pick it up.
Yeah, short side. I don't know if he had a chance. There's another one that goes wide.
I think that might have snuck inside the post, that
shot. It was tight. It would have been a tight fit, but it might have done it.
In front, good pass, shot,
wide
goal!
Open. Wow.
That was number 23 for the Tomahawks,
and
Joe Pillsbury.
Right, and it looked like Andrew Frothingham on the assist.
Excellent shot, assist by Frothingham as he was spotting his teammate standing there alone. And that was Pillsbury who went top shelf. A great shot to finish off a great feed from Frothingham. 3-0, and in fact, Merrimack does get that power play goal with 14 seconds remaining in the man advantage. So North-Souhegan will get that guy out of the box. And it'll be back to 5-on-5 with the damage done by the Tomahawks. taking the face-off. Pair of sevens. Jack Belter for the Sabre Titans and Evan Roy for Merrimack.
Well, this is what we thought.
Why is it still we got a new penalty against North-Souhegan.
Yes, we do, don't we?
What was that about?
Don't
we'll
know.
have to wait for the announcement. That came after the goal was scored. So 2 more minutes, another 5-on-4 advantage for Merrimack. So North-Souhegan, a difficult game here. They're surrendering goals and penalties, which doesn't help you with the lead tiebreaker after head-to-head in the Conway Holiday Tournament being penalty minutes. So I think they've surpassed Merrimack now in that category in this game. There's a save on a snapshot from the point. Nicely done by Evan Roy, kind of trying the element of surprise there, and Douglas was able to see it through traffic and make the glove save.
You give Stimling the assist?
That's not right.
That's not right at all.
No, we saw it right in front of us.
Right, exactly.
I can see why you think Stimling has a hand on all goals, but
right.
That was a puck, a good positional save, and no goal. What a save. Douglas has made 3, still whacking at it, the tomahawk.
Unbelievable, huh? Missed the penalty, but yeah, no.
Apparently,
Stimling did not get an assist on that goal.
No.
He never touched it, did he?
And apparently, Tom, there was a delayed call
when he scored.
When he scored.
Right.
And they only give you the guy that's got a few seconds remaining on his penalty to come out of the box.
So the delayed call will always count.
So it counts. So the full 2 minutes. So
right.
How about that? They scored on a delayed call. There's a shot from the point, and Douglas is forced to make another tough stop. So 1:10 remaining on the power play. Douglas has been under siege since the opening face-off of the second half period here. As you get the shot off the crossbar and then followed by 2 power plays in a row. And the shots just keep on coming. Stimling loads up. Good blocker save by Douglas.
And the thing with that blocker save was you don't know when he bounces off him, behind him, is it going to bounce into the net or not?
Exactly, because there was so much momentum from that shot. Here's another one. Another save. That one's wide of the goal.
Wide open goal, and they missed it.
Douglas doing a good job of stopping these bombs from Zach Stimling. Here's another one. Another save. Rebound just eludes Pillsbury, who scored the 3rd goal.
Incredible. North-Souhegan cannot get a clear out.
Stimling tried to go sneak it in near side. Another save by Douglas. Who's been brilliant.
They're playing
in
a
this power
tight
play.
box, John, that doesn't allow them to clear out. See, this is what they needed. There it is. They needed to do it in the middle.
Michael Dodge with the steal.
Yep.
So a much needed steal. Now North-Souhegan can change up. They had some tired players out there as Stimling was trying to wear out the equipment of the goaltender for North-Souhegan. Trying the rink length rush here, and the puck is going to bounce over the shoulder, but not in.
Boy, I haven't seen pressure like this in a long time. This is sustained power play pressure, but now there's no power play, and Merrimack's still putting it on them.
That was Dominic Carosa, number 6, who put the big rush on there and nearly produced a goal. With
Douglas has 20 saves, 13 of them in this period by my count.
Wow, and we've only
by my count
6 minutes here.
We'll see what Bill Thorpe has when he announces it.
Circling, Jack Belter can't get it out. Merrimack keeps it in. That's Frothingham in the corner. Trying to give the puck to Sadowski. Sadowski waiting for it to come out, and he gets it. Sadowski wheels around, gives it to Frothingham. In front. And North-Souhegan able to get possession for a second before again it's taken away. Frothingham setting up shop in the corner. Comes away with it, circling behind the net. Looking for a teammate to pass to in front. Good stick check there by Ryan Catalano, number 10, playing
This
deep.
shouldn't be. It's 5-on-5.
5-on-5. It's looking like a power play still.
It really is. North-Souhegan just is. Their legs just aren't there.
Merrimack keeping the pressure on, trying to wrap around
look at that.
with the
There is
backhand.
no way Merrimack should have that kind of penetration. If you're North-Souhegan.
Everybody should be covered. It's 5-on-5, right?
And you'll knock them off the puck if you have to, and no one's doing it. And here's the other factor, too, and I'll talk about that in the next face-off.
Jack Belter with a chance, works his way through and whistles one wide and high to the left.
Yeah, Belter had a good opening night game against Bishop Grady. I believe he also had a goal against Pinkerton.
Players exchanging punches right there. That was initiated by the Merrimack player, and the North-Souhegan fans wanted a call for roughing. They didn't get it. They play on. Looked like a boxing match for a second. Merrimack coming out of the corner, but stifled. Good defense work by number 5, Ryan Dankos gets it out. Oh, another opportunity for North-Souhegan. Jordan Joyle could have poked one past the defenseman, maybe gone in alone, but Merrimack did a good job of retaining. Puck's out of the zone. 8 minutes into the final period, the second half, as they set it up in the tournament.
Right, and our necks are tied tight to our left.
Just looking left.
Looking left.
Since this period started.
Exactly.
And I didn't see this coming, Tom, because it was an evenly matched first period. Back to the point, and Hardy's going to clamp down.
Evenly matched first period, but when you score with just a handful of seconds left before the end of the period,
yeah,
it takes the steam out of the other
It certainly does, yeah. And, of course, North-Souhegan's got nothing to show for all their shots on goal. They're being shut out by Ben Hardy to this point. They had some terrific chances, but no goals. And this line is their best bet. Michael Dodge, Ryan Ducharme. They've only got 4 skaters out there. They need a 5th, and here he comes. It is going to be Ryan Catalano to join his teammates. Jason Scott, number 12, out there. Dodge had a chance at it, but it slipped off the end of the stick. And great job by Cardoza to put the pressure on. Cardoza, excuse me, is number 6 for Merrimack. Dominic Cardoza's got good skating speed.
And experience. He's been with this team for a while.
D-to-D pass, and Stimling trying to split the defense. He does. He's in. Stimling stopped. The follow-up shot. Another stop by Douglas. Brilliant goaltending.
I mean, Douglas
play.
is keeping them in this game. It's 3-0, but he is keeping them in this game. He has made some fantastic saves.
Saved both the shot by Stimling and the shot by the trailer, coming right down the middle and splitting the North-Souhegan defense as that shot, that clear-in, goes up into the
And I'll
netting.
tell you right now, after if this score holds up with Merrimack winning, the game of the day on day 2, which we aren't covering on ETV, but I'll be doing it for the paper. The game of the day is the first one, because it's going to depend on who it's going to be a semifinal game. Basically, Alvern Milford and Merrimack. Not Alvern Milford, I'm sorry, Hollis Brookline, Dairyfield, and Merrimack.
Right.
At 11:10.
Yeah.
On the morning of December 22nd.
Interesting. So.
So what that means is I got to get here on time.
Yeah. Timeout down on the ice right now.
And I'll tell you what. Let me just set it up for you. Okay? Because if this stays the same, the game that we're doing after this, South Pelham against Keene, will be the biggest one, because if South Pelham wins that game, they go up against really is a subpar Alvern Milford team, and they could be 2-0 and make it in and play the winner of that first game tomorrow morning. Those 2 games are back-to-back. So the Keene game, South Pelham against Keene, that we have is ultra important.
Yeah.
Because that could be if South Pelham.
Who's Keene got on Friday?
North-Souhegan.
Okay. No guarantee.
No guarantee either way there.
But you're right. The route to the championship game is very good for the
winner for
the team that plays Alvern on Friday.
I think so, and that's South Pelham.
South Pelham.
I mean, but they've got to win. But they've got to win.
No easy task. Got to beat the defending champion.
Right. They've got to win. Well, Keene is.
Keene is
exactly.
champion, right.
But 2 years removed.
Right.
So 1-0-1 in Division 2.
So center ice, face off, won by North-Souhegan. Looking for their first goal. The shot, blocker saved by Hardy as he directs it to the corner. First on it is Jack Belter for North-Souhegan, but it has it taken away by Merrimack. They steal it back. The shot doesn't make its way through traffic. Merrimack trying to clear it, and they cannot. Dodge throws it back into the corner. That was Michael Dodge. Behind the net it goes.
Ooh.
Heavy hit, and it's a clean hit.
I think so.
Yep. Number 26 trying to return
Got to
the
keep
favor.
the elbows down, though.
Yeah.
And the elbow just came up there.
Right, on the return hit. That was Tyler Harris for Merrimack knocking down Will Dodge, who didn't appreciate it. Try to return the favor.
So one thing you don't want to see in this event is any kind of ejections or fights or anything like that.
Lennox beats the double team, absorbs the hits, and throws it up the boards. Now here comes one of the Dodge brothers. This is Michael. The drop pass finds its way to a Merrimack stick, and they clear it. Opportunity missed there again by North-Souhegan. Good diagonal pass. Michael Dodge.
You got to keep your stick down. If you're looking for that pass,
Right.
keep your stick down, and you'll be able to one-time it.
That's
But the
lesson
stick up
there
in the
for
air, it's not going to work.
Ryan Ducharme, number 8, learning that lesson the hard way as Merrimack skates the puck out and into the North-Souhegan zone.
Now Merrimack right now, goal number 1, just keep the puck moving. Goal number 2, don't get anyone hurt. That's, you know, Joel Sanborn, for me, when I talked to him about what he wanted to see out of this tournament, that was one of the first things he said, the Hollis Brookline Dairyfield coach.
Steal.
I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
In front. Oh, stolen back. They didn't get a shot away on that fortuitous steal in deep.
And now a break here, up, pass off the stick.
Dylan Sadowski goes deep. The trailer is Cam Higham. He throws it near side and having to clamp down on the post.
In the right play by Higgins.
Yeah.
Throw it at the net. You don't know what's going to happen. Just throw it out in front and see if something happens. That's the key.
North-Souhegan needs to find a way to finish on these chances they've been getting in the offensive zone to get on the scoreboard. Still a lot of hockey left at 8:40, but with Ben Hardy in net, things don't look too positive for North-Souhegan as far as scoring 3 goals in 8 minutes. But they'll try. Here they come. Shooting it deep is Belter. All the way near corner. In front. 2 Merrimack players, though, to take it away from Jack Belter. Tomahawks with it. They get caught up in the official skates. Merrimack able to make their way out. Reaching for it, not able to get it, was Dylan Sadowski. He becomes icing against Merrimack. Faceoff will come back.
And you know what?
To
It's
the
an icing
right,
call, not
Hardy.
what you want, but it also takes up time because the puck, has to travel down the ice. So
Yep.
we are 8:05 to play, and it's a 3-0 hockey game in favor of Merrimack over Nashua and North-Souhegan.
Michael Dodge wins the faceoff, goes back to the point, and a mishandle. Puck goes out of the zone. Good job at the point, taking away Belter, trying to feed it across to Michael Dodge. Can't find it.
North-Souhegan just needs a goal to get themselves going. That would lift them up.
Exactly.
Because I would imagine if they score once, it would lead to a second. I think it would give them a little bit more spring in their skates.
Loose puck in front.
Good job defensively.
Belter with it, cuts to the middle.
Belter's had a good season so far. Let's see if he can
One man to beat.
do it.
The drag, the shot, good save, Hardy.
And a great effort by Belter. He got around the defender, just couldn't keep his footing.
The counterattack by Merrimack. Down the ice they come. The draw pass returned to Owen Miner, number 11.
Well, how about a sneaky play there, just backhanding it against the skates of Douglas, and you don't know. If it goes off the skate and in, it's a goal.
Ryan Ducharme finds Lennox, the defenseman, playing some offense here as he launches one. Hardy will hold on. 7 minutes exactly to go in the
That's
game.
the first time I think you and I have done a game where you haven't had a ski cap on. It's not bad
I
up
just
here.
put it down.
It's
yeah.
not bad up here. You know?
It's yeah. It's like I'm
We
holding
still
it
don't
here.
know
It is. It's not as cold as it's been.
We
in
still
past.
don't know who owns that cookies. We'll know at the end of the game.
Yeah, there's a great. I think George Strait is going to play in a second here. The country singer who's got the Christmas cookies hit that just came out. Far boards, a scrum, and who's going to come away with it? The Tomahawks will, for the moment. Stimley, who can hang on to a puck from one end of the rink to the other, passes it, gets it back, and look out for number 20.
There he
Going
goes.
to work.
Yep.
Good job by Lennox to knock him off the puck, but Merrimack retains possession in front. taken away by North-Souhegan with some momentum, and out of the own end they come. Will Dodge throws it on ahead, and the Sabre Titans get a line change. Good job on the lone forecheck by Jordan Joyal. In the middle, return pass, and maybe Jordan should have tried to shoot that instead of trying to pass it on the blind backhand. Now he's got it again. Joyal will shoot this one, and Hardy makes easy work near post. So face off to the Merrimack goaltender's right. Tom was listing all the basketball and hockey tournaments are going on. Swim teams and track teams are playing some holiday sports.
Yeah, there's
too.
some holiday events and meets and everything else.
A lot of activity.
Yep.
Right after Christmas, keeping the athletic directors busy. In front, and Michael Dodge went to the backhand. Didn't really get a quality shot away. It's going to take something special, looks like, to beat Ben Hardy, and the Sabre Titans just haven't been able to.
It's going to take finding the open man with a one-time deflection. That's what it's going to take.
And a lucky bounce might have helped in the first period. They had the puck on edge at one point, went right over Michael Dodge's stick. Had a point-blank open half of the goal, and they didn't get the break they needed there. Keeping it in, the Tomahawks. Sadowski behind the net. Sabre Titans take it away. Michael Dodge plays it back. Heavy hit at the blue line. Merrimack taking
Rothingham,
possession.
good hit.
Yep. Rothingham leveling Cam Gagnon.
And there you see in the background in that corner the South Pelham players and Coach Sean Connors all looking on with keen interest.
Getting
no
ready.
Pun, no pun intended.
They have keen interest. That's
they have keen
playing.
Yeah, that's who they're playing. Right, exactly.
That's a perfect way to say it.
Yep. But I'll tell you what, I'll tell you, if they win that game,
their path to the final is pretty clear if they win that game.
I think so.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean,
and this could be the team they're playing. They don't know. It depends on what Merrimack does tomorrow.
Not to discount, what what Alvin Milford did, but Alvin Milford looks like they're a team that's still on the rise, still trying to get their younger players into the mix.
Sabre Titans just winging it toward the goal.
Watch out here,
Lennox
rebound.
with the wrister in traffic, loose puck.
All those chances, and those are the ones I talked about. Get the rebound, the one-timer, just weren't able to put it on net.
The Sabre Titans had just players standing alone in front of Ben Hardy right there and just weren't able to get the rebound.
They just had that defensive lapse towards the end of the first half and into the early part of the second half. And that block of maybe 6 minutes is what is causing this difference in this game.
Yeah, otherwise it could be a one-goal game and anything could happen, but their confidence is low right now.
Well, their deficit is high. I don't know if their confidence is low. They put a lot of shots on net, which shows me that they've got a second wind.
Right. I guess I mean their scoring confidence.
Yeah, oh sure.
Yeah.
Well, Hardy's helping that happen.
Right.
Yeah, any good goaltender is going to do that to you.
Under 4 minutes left in the game now. North-Souhegan would just like to get a goal, get on the board. And a blindside hit, they're going to call it.
That's going to be called, and that's not what you want to see.
No, if you're Merrimack, that's not what you want.
That's not what you want because that hurts your tiebreaker status. But
I wonder what they're going to call here because in football, that
might call boarding.
Would be known as they might call boarding. Let's see. Yeah, it is boarding. I think.
I think that's the signal he gave. Now boarding is usually a 4-minute penalty or a 5-minute. Yep, he calls it. Yep.
He put it up.
5 minutes.
That's
how
boarding.
That's what boarding is now in high school hockey. It's been that way for the last 3 years.
Tom, that's the rest of the game. Is that a major? You don't get the guy back if you score?
Yeah, that's true. I believe.
I think that's a major penalty. So if you score, it's still a man advantage for the rest of the game. So that's how dangerous that kind of hit is because you get a player off balance and they're just that one step away from the boards where they can hit their head, hurt their head or their neck. And that's how seriously they take it. And
they have to. You have to.
Yeah.
So Merrimack will spend the rest of this game killing off penalty, but they're going to need to win tomorrow. because they're going to fall behind in tiebreakers if they don't.
Right. So a great opportunity here to get a goal for North-Souhegan. Under 3 minutes to go now, but man advantage for the rest of the game.
Great opportunity to get back in this game completely. You can score 2 goals. There's Hardy.
Another
telling
chance.
you, 25. I got him for 25 stops in this game.
Got to believe that's right. Face off to his left with 2:46 to go. North-Souhegan frustrated on offense this afternoon. Day after Christmas 2019. The new year just around the corner.
New decade just around.
Yeah. Yeah. And cleared out by the Tomahawks. Back to get it.
I would love to give our producer, well, you can't give him a homework. I'd love to give him a homework assignment.
Pete Johnson?
Pick out the game that we did of the decade.
Oh.
What's the best game we did of the decade?
You're the guy with the great memory. You probably have a few candidates you can come up with.
I got to think.
Yeah.
There's been a lot.
Yeah.
We've had some really fantastic games.
We have. And in front, you might be thinking of some championship games.
No, how about a couple of North-South games?
Oh, how about that? Okay.
How about that basketball game where coast to coast for the winning shot?
Oh.
We did that. Remember that? That was back in 2000.
Who was that player?
Forget.
Yeah, that was a great candidate for a game of the decade. Came right down to the last second drive.
Yeah. You called it. You said that's what's going to be. And I said, no, they'll
I did. I
called
predicted that. He could just kind of feel it was going to come down to that. And it was the star player on South, I believe.
There were a couple of buzzer beaters that we saw in that North-South boys basketball rivalry. A couple of them. But we've had a share. We've had some great ones.
Yeah, we have had some.
Yeah.
In all sports. A real treat. Face off near side dot. North-Souhegan with a 2-on-none for a second there. Hardy just holding the post, calmly makes the save. It could have been a call as a cross-check too behind the net, but they let that go. And a wrister gonna miss.
And we are at about a minute to play. 1:05.
Right. It's a bottomless power play for North-Souhegan, but just not able to pile up the shots on goal that they would like. Here's a wrister through traffic that doesn't make its way through.
It did. Hardy knocked it away.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
he did make the save.
Yeah.
Open net down here. I didn't even notice that.
Well,
they pulled another goalie to get another skater out there, so it's 6-on-4.
I think they did that a while ago. 6-on-4 for the power play.
They call it
offside.
One of the players got over the line.
37 seconds left. Merrimack, barring a miracle, will win this game. And will have a chance to play to make it, I think, to the finals when they take on Hollis Brookline Dairyfield on the morning of Friday, December 27th at 11:10 here at Conway Arena.
Face off won by North-Souhegan and getting stapled to the glass. In front, shot, saved
There's that
by
one-timer
Hardy.
I talked about, but Hardy's tall. You know, he takes up some space.
Oh, he does.
You know, and that helps him.
Yeah. Of course, this is not icing because it's
Those are the power play.
Power play. Good cross-ice pass with the puck is Warren Charis. Charis centering pass in front, and it's not a goal.
No goal.
The
Buzzer sounds.
They scored 1 second too late to get on the scoreboard.
And Hardy gets a shutout.
Hardy got his shutout. It was that close, however. That's Tom King. I'm John Collins, our cameraman Tim O'Neill. Thank you for watching Nashua TV's telecast of the Conway Arena Holiday Hockey Tournament. It is North-Souhegan being defeated by Merrimack 3-0. And Merrimack advances into the winner's bracket. We will be having South Pelham against the Keene Blackbirds in our Game 2 telecast here at the Conway just after Christmas 2019. Thank you for watching, and good afternoon, everybody, from the Conway.